Good evening, folks, and welcome to Club Passim for night 5 of 8 of the Lamplighter sessions here. We've crested Lamplighter Mountain, and we're sliding down the backside now. My name is Matt Smith. I'm here from Club Passim, live from Club Passim. We did a couple nights on here in the club, a couple nights off, and now we've got 4 nights straight here at Club Passim, streaming live with Peter Mulvey and the Lamplighter sessions. I'll say a couple things about the club before we get going. If you are unaware, Club Passim is a nonprofit organization. We've been a nonprofit now for over 25 years, but the venue's been around for over 60 here in Harvard Square. As a nonprofit, we have taken all of our programming and moved it online here during the pandemic. So we're streaming concerts, some from the club, some remotely. We've taken our music school online. We have some of our outreach programs. We're going to have BCM Fest, our Celtic Festival, online in January, and coming at the end of the year, we are going to be awarding over $40,000 in grants to New England-based artists through our Iguana Music Fund. Also, during the pandemic, we started something back in March called the Passim Emergency Artist Relief Fund. Through that, we have given out over $145,000 in relief to musicians for their living expenses, and we do that with the generosity of folks like you, making donations to Passim and helping support all of this programming. If you're not a member of Passim already, please do think about becoming one, but also please make a donation towards this show. You can do that at passim.org/stream. We're asking for a $25 donation for tonight. If you can't afford that and you can do something else, please do. Whatever you can give is helpful these days. If you can give more, also amazingly helpful. But also, if you would take the time to share this stream on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching. If you're watching somewhere else entirely on some other page apart from the Passim ones, make sure you head on over to Passim. Our Facebook is facebook.com/Club Passim. YouTube is youtube.com/Club Passim. You might also be watching it from our website or maybe any of the performers' Facebook pages. But if you go over to the Passim one, we'll be able to see all of your comments together, and you'll really become part of this community here. So thanks for tuning in. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Peter Mulvey.
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in. So I'm here with some friends of mine, Dietrich Strauss and Allie McGurk to my left, and then Lawrence Scudder back there, and Jeremy Moses Curtis, and Barry Rothman, and then in the back of the room is our friend G. Wong, and all of us got really lucky this August. There's a farm up in Fayston, Vermont called Knoll Farm, and it's a special place. I can't think of any other way to put it. It's a beautiful place, and the people that run it offer it as a refuge usually to activists and to people in deep need of refuge. But once a year, they allow a musician to come up there and invite his friends. And so this year my number came up, and they called me and asked if I wanted to bring some of my friends up there, and so I did, and all they asked of us was that we live in the yurt village that they built in the woods on the mountain behind the farm, and make art. That's all they wanted from us. And then on the last day, we played a benefit show for them outdoors, and I think it was the first time I'd played in front of people since this whole thing began. So anyway, we're back here in Passim, and we are just returning the love to Knoll Farm by playing them this show as well, and playing it for all of you. But before we get started, Peter Forbes, who is sort of the one of the epicenters of that farm, has a few words to say, and I think Abby's going to cue him up. All right, here he is.
Hey folks, warm greetings from Knoll Farm. You all are in for a great night with the Knoll Farm Reunion Band. Peter, Allie, Lawrence, Barry, gosh, we miss you guys. But where's Diedrich? I know you all are going to be joined tonight by Jeremy, and I think G is there too. You know, we send all of you lots and lots of love and appreciation from this place. And for those of you who are in the audience, these artists are really, really awesome people. I am so glad to see them together again tonight. We met them for the first time this summer, and I think it was the first occasion for them to play together in public, you know, during these tough times when we've all been separated from one another. And I don't think I will ever forget that night. It was a beautiful, beautiful night in August, cobalt blue skies, stars rising up, lots and lots of people who love Peter, Allie, Lawrence, and Barry and loved Knoll Farm. And they came out and they spread themselves out safely across this big field, and we had fires going and the stars were out. And it was just an extraordinary evening that reminded us of community and gave us all some hope. So I'm really, really grateful to see them gathering again together. They added a lot to the story and meaning of Knoll Farm, and I'm really just honored that they would choose to remember that. My family and I have been here for 20 years, and we've tried really hard in our own humble ways to make this place be a refuge and to heal some of the brokenness in our world by bringing people together and by giving them a really big dose of nature, but equally important, the chance to have real serious conversations of consequence about their lives and about how we can live better together. Since 2016, that last presidential election that got us where we are today, we've been welcoming hundreds and hundreds of activists here for a free week of refuge. These are folks that are working 24/7 to keep our communities together, working on police reform, immigration issues, indigenous rights, conservation, environmental justice, all the things that really all the things that are true wealth in our country that really keep us together during these times that have been tearing us apart. And during the pandemic itself, we really discovered in big ways what it means to be a refuge and what it takes to be a refuge. And we opened our farm and our retreat center all summer for free to people working on the dual crises of this time, on public health issues, but also on our reckoning around racism. We were full all summer with people doing anti-racism trainings, artists in residence, like the folks you'll be hearing from soon, nurses, emergency workers. Again, all the things that keep our community together. So be together even when we're apart. I hope you all have a terrific evening, and we're super honored by this, and just so grateful to see these folks playing again tonight. Take care, and much love from Knoll Farm.
Jeremy, start us off. What's this called?
It's called Jasper.
Jasper.
Give me your tired. This is yearning to breathe the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, your storied pomp, cries she with silent lips. Give me your tired, your poor, your to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Lift my lamp beside the golden door. Her mild eyes command the air-bridged harbor the twin cities are in. Keep, ancient lands, your storied pomp, cries she with silent lips. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door.
Oh, that's beautiful. Jeremy Moses Curtis, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. We're allowed to applaud. We're the only people in here.
All the more reason.
That's right. Oh. Is everybody else experiencing that thing of like your glasses and your hat and your mask are just... Behind me, we have Mr. Barry Rothman.
Author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Restoring the Character Ethic.
Here's a tune. There's a tune that came from a time when I spent a few months in the winter living in a little town in Wisconsin called Fort Atkinson, and walking fairly regularly with the cook at this restaurant that I knew, and a place called the Dorothy Carnes County Park. She was the first woman to have property deeded to her in the state of Wisconsin. She had a little cabin that she owned the deed for. It was not legal for women to own property in Wisconsin at that time. It was in the 19th century, and I really, really wish that I had seen the conversation that went down at the registrar of deeds, because I bet it was really awesome. But all throughout the park, it's Old Oak Savanna, which is the original landscape of much of Wisconsin. I did not know that, but it was grassland, sort of with, them with oak, bur oaks, sort of creating their own water oases in the middle of it. And then there's this plant that grows there called false indigo. Apparently it looks just like the indigo from Europe, but doesn't give you any good dyes. All right, let's see what happens. Right as rain and right you are, right as rain and right you are, false indigo, false indigo. Right as rain and right you are, right as rain and right you are, false indigo, false indigo. wrong this one last time. I'll be wrong this one last time. False indigo, false indigo. I'll be wrong this one last time. I'll be wrong this one last time. False indigo, false indigo. Beware the roll of a lifetime. Beware the roll of a lifetime. False indigo, false indigo. Beware the roll of a lifetime. False indigo, false indigo. Well, that was fun. This is good. We rehearsed endlessly for this show. Like, we rehearsed all day yesterday and all day today. 48 hours straight of rehearsal.
Endlessly in the way that there was no beginning.
Dietrich Strauss, what happens next?
What happens next? Oh, well, yeah. Let's play a song that I wrote at the retreat. All right. This is a song that would not have happened without the space and the time that Peter and everybody at Knoll Farm provided for us.
Thank you, guys.
So, yeah, thank you. Dreamt you painted me a sign. You held a camera to my eye. What I used to dream, I don't dream it. What I used to see, I don't see it. You and you and I must be out of my mind. I'm an hourglass, I'm a ringing bell. I spend all of my time inside myself. And where we began to come together, with wherever I end, I don't remember you. You and I must be out of my mind. I thought that love would see me through. Conspiracy I wanted to be true. Your heart's gonna break, just let it. 'Cause one of these days you'll forget it. You and you and I must be out of my mind. You and I must be out of my mind.
I remember when you left Knoll Farm, you drove east across Vermont and New Hampshire and into Maine to make a record.
That's
Did that
right.
tune wind up going on
Yep.
it?
Yep.
Oh, fantastic. When did we get to hear it?
Who
Oh,
knows?
come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Just heard it.
Come
just
on,
heard it.
man.
2021. You just heard it.
2021. Oh, God. A friend of mine came up with she wants to call a record the COVID years, 2020 to 2020. Oh,
We hope.
oh right? Oh, my God.
Come on now.
Allie McGurk is tuning her guitar.
Classic.
What do you got for us?
Well, I was thinking I would share a song that got at least finished at Knoll Farm.
It's true.
The Casey's Corner. I started writing it during a long COVID walk in the woods. And finished it at Knoll. And had a lot of help from the crew to do that, so appreciate these guys very much. Someone run ahead and warn her we'll be down by Casey's Corner, left at daybreak. With a quick canary breakfast, I just had to take a rest. Oh, how my body aches. But at Casey's store, we're gonna find everything that we ever bargained for. Let's go a little bit more till we're living it up down in Casey's store. And our clothes are soaked and worn, and we've been walking all the morning, walking all the day. But Casey always knows your orders, she says. That's what friends are for, and some things never change. Oh, gotta go a little bit more till we're living it up down in Casey's store. And if she's forced to close those doors before the place is locked and boarded, give us one more day. Come on, Casey. And wanna find everything that we ever wanted for. Gotta go a little bit more. Just gotta go a little bit more. Thank you. That's fun to play with you guys.
That is. We were there. We were there.
You were there.
You were there, and you were there.
Even when we were there, it was surreal. It was like,
Oh,
are we
God.
here?
The food there was
Yeah.
they just fed us off the land, and like, oh my God, it was so beautiful.
It's off the land.
If, by the way, if you're watching this on my YouTube page or my Instagram page or my Facebook page, head on over to the Passim YouTube page and the Passim Facebook page, because that's where everyone will be able to see the chat. Just let's all migrate over there and sort of gather in like as close to one place as we can. I should also say G Wong is making art. He's a visual artist. He does drawings and paintings, and we love his stuff. I got 2 or 3 of his pieces in my home, and
I know. I want. Can we
look
show
at
it to
that.
the camera?
So yeah, right now we have a camera on G. He's
Oh, you do? Good.
just to make us feel at home. We've got G here doing what he was doing the whole time, making art. So, and also apparently there's a link to the Knoll Farm donation page. So please check out what they do. They're pretty amazing. Like nobody pays for the to do a retreat there. That's just not a thing. They don't do weddings, they don't do any of that sort of thing where people pay. They just offer up their home for you to go and retreat to. It was really, it feels like one of those hinge moments in a life where like, all right, we're just here to take care of each other. So Lawrence was there. You were there.
Radical generosity.
Right.
Yeah.
Radical generosity. Yeah, exactly. Lawrence Scudder, what tune are you going to do?
Well, if we're on the theme of writing a tune while we're at the retreat,
Yeah.
then we'll continue with that theme.
That is the thing we're on.
I heard a story right before we went to Vermont. Actually, my grandmother told us, so I believe she might be watching. Doris, if you are, I love you. Everyone say hi, Doris.
Doris.
About how she met my grandfather when she was in nursing school, and he cut in on a new time dance with a live band and informed the gentleman that he would be stepping and my grandfather would be dancing. And shortly into the dance, my grandfather told my grandmother that he paid a nickel so that he could do that. So I decided to write a song called Nickel for a Dance. Peter, you're going to help me out on the guitar. I know you are. Nickel for a dance, I just want a chance to be near you. I came through the door, now I'm walking the floor, and it's clear true. Cheek to cheek, face to face, all mundane has been erased. Only took 5 cents, now I'm paying love's rent to endear you. No, it wasn't your dress, the light off your earring. The band's playing low, but isn't there no time hearing? Smell of spring in your hair as we laugh without a care. Only took 5 cents, now I'm paying love's rent to endear. Both kicked around the same old hometown, but you know this. I'm the dentist's son now, the military one, pure with focus. And my sights set on you, nothing else that I can do. Only took 5 cents, now paying love's rent. Only love spent, now I'm paying love's rent. Only took 5 cents, now paying love's rent to endear you. Love you, Doris.
So while everyone was in their yurt and writing songs and all that, I was up there and I suddenly found myself redoing my taxes. That was my experience up in Knoll Farm. It was still beautiful. If you're,
That's not a metaphor. He was actually doing it.
yeah, I was actually doing. Yeah, I was. My partner and I were in the middle of buying a house, and you know the bank did what it did. It gathered its robes about it, and it said, no, it's fine, that's fine. No, that's fine. We get, yeah, we like it. We like it. No, that's fine. And then in the 11th hour, they're like, we're going to need your birth certificates. We're going to need your great-grandparents' birth certificates. We're going to need your blood type. We're going to need some platelets here. We're going to need your spiritual advisor's assessment of your course on the astral plane and your taxes.
Yeah, if you don't have your spiritual advisors, then they really...
Yeah. Banks really, they're into swamis.
They're like, he's not meant to buy a home until we enter Sagittarius.
Anyway, so I did not write a song. Or I did write a song, but it was in the form of my taxes. I'd like to play a much better song. It's an old American tune called Come On. Well, I guess it's a Carter family tune, but that just means it's an old British tune, and then the melody is an old tune called Silver Dagger, so I don't know what this is.
It's an old tune.
It's your taxes.
They're under audit.
It's public domain.
Too soon? Too soon? Come all ye fair and tender ladies, be careful how you court young men. They're like a star on a summer's morning. They will first appear and then they're gone. They'll tell to you some far-flung story. They'll tell to you some loving lie, and then they'll go and court another, and for that other pass you by. If I had known before I courted that love it was such killing crime, I'd have locked my heart in a box of gold, and I would have tied it with a silver twine. I wish I was some little sparrow that I had wings for to fly so high. Oh, I'd fly away to my false true lover, and when he's talking, I'd be by. But as I am, I'm no little sparrow, or nor have I wings, oh, to fly so high. I'll fly away to some silent valley to weep and pass my troubles by. Fair and tender ladies, be careful how you court young men. They're like a star on a summer's morning. First appear and then they're gone. Well, heavens. Well, that was something.
That was nice.
I got that off a Greg Brown bootleg. He played a gig at the Cafe Carpet. It's the only time I've ever heard that he ever did that tune, but it knocked me down, and here we are.
Really nice.
What happens now, Mr. Strauss?
I even feel better about myself.
Barry's playing with his toys.
Kitty. We'll do a song that I worked on a little bit on the farm that I finished there, that wrote for a friend's kid who was born.
You wrote 2 songs up there.
No. I just finished this one.
Oh, okay.
Just put the
You wrote one and
the
finished
last
another. And
yeah.
And then made a record.
And then did your taxes.
And then did my taxes. What makes the fire bright? That's not how it starts.
I remember this song. This is a sweet song.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's about sailors.
Sailors, yeah.
What makes a sailor beg? What makes him poor? To cry out for the waves, reach out for shore. Tides will fold and clouds will roll. I know you'll be found. I've been lost one too many times to turn away from you now. What makes a body bend? What makes it break? To constantly defend the blood and breath it takes. Hearts and bone, skin and stone, a seed sown in the ground. I've been hurt one too many times to turn away from you now. What makes a fire bright? What makes it burn? What gives the dark its light? A creature its worth. When days are done and joy is won, it all comes back around. I've been loved one too many times to turn
away from you now. I've been loved one too many times to turn away from you now.
That's such a good move. You just put the mask on your wrist. That's
Yeah, Jeremy knows about that. You know, if you put scrunchies and bracelets on your wrist, it only follows suit that.
Right. I
you
put
would just
scrunchies on
put
my
your-
wrist all the time.
That's what I'm saying. I have an advantage because you know my wrist is already
The scrunchie.
recognized real estate.
And with your help, I have no doubt that we will win.
Oh, this always happens. We need to have our guitars.
What song are we doing?
Oh, should we do How Much Fun?
All right.
You.
You're doing the big intro.
You make me feel like I don't need another. Come on, baby, let's pull back the cover. Do our best to help one another. Find out how much fun we can get into life. You got me scorched or I've forgotten there was fire. You got me foxed, you know I ain't a liar. Come on, baby, help me try to find out how much fun we can get in life. Cause you got what's what. Let's make it work. Feel the groove nice and smooth. Don't make a jerk. 'Cause I'm here since you've been angry. Just need us in high, babe. When there's so much possibilities, baby, for you and I. You make me feel like I don't need another. Come on, baby, let's pull back the cover and do our best to help one another. And find out how much fun we can get into life. You got what's what. Don't let it fight. Feel the beat in your seat. Let it go all night. Silent since you've been at me. It's us in the eye. Oh, when I know the place, let's go. Come on, let's fly. Come on, baby. Oh, come on, baby. You got to pull back the cover. Oh, and we can one another help. Oh, how fun we can get in life. Help one another. Find out how much fun we can get into life. one another. Find out how much fun we can get into life.
It's so unlikely. I've been searching for many years for some rational explanation to why that happens so often.
That he's just like right there in the right key.
In the right key, yeah. Yeah.
It's weird.
It's weird.
It's a gift.
It's a gift. Lawrence, what now?
Peter?
And a curse.
And a curse.
It's a gift and a curse.
Oh, that's a very nice shirt there, Lawrence. Look
I
at
thought you were
that.
going to say nice guitar, and I was going to say, oh. I know it's a nice guitar.
Oh, it's the Black Crow. Garrett Burton, Old Country Strings, Milwaukee,
I know,
Wisconsin.
I'm looking him up right after this stream. We're going to talk, Garrett.
What do you got for us?
Well, this year has been challenging, to say the very least.
Why?
And a variety of factors. But what it's taught me is that looking up to your heroes is always cool if they're good people and they bolster their community up and they foster positive vibes. And that's what the song is all about. It's called To Be Found. Can I get just a little bit more guitar, Matt, if you don't mind? May I have just a little bit more guitar? If my mom was watching, she would flip out about that. Hi, Mom.
She's freaking out. She's closing her laptop.
Yeah, she doesn't have a laptop. She's watching on her tablet. Yeah, that would be nice. That's a nice setup. No. Well, it's a tough year for heroes, it's a hard time for loss, it's a rough way for love to shine when so many arms are crossed. I'll swim across the mountains, I'll swim across the sea. I'm always looking out for you because I know that you are for me. And I shout it from my lungs with my feet on solid ground, with my walls are crumbling. There's more light to be found, to be found. Where there's more mouths are hungry and there's thirst upon the land, and the grains of hope keep sifting through evil's greedy hand. Jump into the canyon, I'll climb the highest tree. I'm always looking out for you because I know that you are for me. And I shout it from my lungs when my feet's on solid ground, when my walls are crumbling. There's more light to be found, to be found. And I shout from my lungs with my feet on solid ground, with my walls are crumbling. There's more light to be found, to be found. Well, it's a tough year for heroes, it's a hard time for loss, it's a rough way for love to shine when so many arms are crossed. I'll jump into the mountain, I'll swim across the sea. I'm always looking out for you because I know that you are for me, and I shout it from my lungs. With my feet on solid ground, when my walls are crumbling, there's more light. Watch it, there's more light. There's more light. There's more light to be found. Mm-hmm.
All right, we just have a few more songs to play. So if anyone out there in the internet land knows Timmy Guerin's phone number, text him and let him know we're gonna sing one of his songs. Would you do that?
Yeah, text it.
That's coming up in like 3 songs. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna sing the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald 4 times to give Timmy time to get out of bed. What are we? What? He's finally awake. So this is a tune that Barry Rothman wrote. This is called Diaspora. And one of the most beautiful things Peter Forbes did up at the Knoll Farm was he took us to the spot where they have the fire pit looking out over the valley. And he pointed out that he could name all the way back to the first European person that sat there, but he had no idea who the other people were that had lived on that land for the thousands of years before. That history is just gone. That diaspora is gone. And we thought this tune sort of fit into that. Something Barry wrote. I think it's got 1 chord, and I think that chord is D. Where we go, where we go, where we go is far away. Where we go, where we go, where we go is far away. When we go, where we go, when we go, we're gonna stay. Throw down your heart. You can't use it where you get it. It'll only bring you pain. Let go of love. Let it sink to the bottom. There it shall remain. Where we go, where we go, where we go is far away. Where we go, where we go, where we go is
God
far
grant to the bone
away.
yourself may be your own. God grant that
Where
I
we
may
go is far away. Where we
they go is far away.
With speckled tongue and a collar of flame, they labeled it polluted streams, the body floating with the name. They
Okay then.
Yeah. For the refugees.
Well,
Yeah.
you want to do that tune? The Lucinda
the
tune?
Lucinda tune,
The
sure.
Lucinda tune? We're going to do a Lucinda Williams tune.
That's a nice song, Barry. Just gotta take a. Yeah, it's pretty. It's like. Anyway. I did go a little far away there.
Yeah.
Baby, see how I'm living. Velvet curtains on my windows too. Feel the bright and unforgiving light from shining through. Baby, sweet baby, I remember what you did when we slept together in the blue behind your eyelids, baby. Oh, baby. Catch yourself through the gloom till I find these purple flowers. I was spent, I was soon smelling you for hours. Lavender, lotus blossom too. Water the dirt, flowers last for you if you, baby. Come on, babe. I've been trying to enjoy all the fruits of my labor, but I've been crying for you, boy. But truth is my savior. And baby, sweet baby, if it's all the same, I'll take the glory any day over the fame, babe. Hey. changed. 'Cause I finally did it, baby. I got out of the Grange. I got in my Mercury and headed west. Pedal to the metal and my luck to the test, baby. Baby. Tangerines and persimmons and sugar canes. Grapes and honey do melon, enough fit for a queen. Lemon trees don't make a sound till the branches bend and fruit falls to the ground, baby. Baby. I've been trying to enjoy all the fruits of my labor, but I've been crying for you, boy. Oh, but truth is my savior. Baby, sweet baby, if it's all the same, I'll take the glory any day over the fame. Come on, babe.
All right then.
Diva alert.
I can do that too, except for the part with the hair. Oh, that was beautiful. Well, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, the six of you, and thank you, G, for all the art that you are just continually making for us. We appreciate that. And thanks to Matt and Abby and everyone on the Passim board, and thanks to the whole audience for tuning in and floating us through this crazy torrential time. We've been on stage, so we haven't checked the news. So, have the murder hornets shown up? Is that? I've been waiting for them.
Does everyone have their safety plan?
Does everyone have their
safety plan?
Their safety plan for when the coup attempt happens on November 4th?
This is the safety plan.
This is right. This is it right here. We got Halloween candy and bourbon.
Club Passim turns into a bunker.
It's gonna be fine. So here's a song by Timothy Guerin. Lucinda Williams doesn't have a lot of peers, but I would put him up there.
The Renegades.
Yeah. We all learned this from Lawrence Scudder.
No, I learned this from Tim Guerin.
Where's the winning light? You mentioned once in passing. Over a spinning cue ball, we were drunk and troubleshooting. We stood there second guessing just what we are made of. I said mostly carbon, you said mostly love. Mostly love, mostly kindness, mostly light for the blindness, and most of what we are made of is right between us, and it's mostly love.
First thing I remember is the last thing that you said. If you were wrong all along, won't your face be red? Then we slipped to silence as we went to sleep. Wondered in the darkness if our souls were meant to keep. It's mostly love, mostly kindness, mostly light for the blindness, most of what we are made of is right between us, and it's mostly love.
There are rooms where we keep evidence of the crimes that we've committed. There are flying shoes and random dues we paid along the way. But the proof is in the leather. It's a worn out boxing glove. The outside stained and weather, the inside's mostly love. Mostly love, mostly kindness, mostly light for the blindness, most of what we are made of is right between us, and it's mostly love. It's right between us, and it's mostly love.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. This is Dietrich Strauss. This is Allie McGurk. That's Lawrence Scudder. That's Jeremy Moses Curtis. That's Barry Rothman. I'm Peter Mulvey. And G is going to donate a piece from tonight to us. We'll auction it off as part of the Lamplighter proceeds. Details to follow. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you.
That's awesome.
G Wong on the visuals there. Abby Altman on the tech. Matt Smith on the Svengali-ism.
That we are now on the eve of great decisions. Not easy decisions, like
Well.
the distance when you're attacked, but a long, patient, costly struggle which alone can assure triumph. over the
Halloween
great
candy.
enemies
It's time for Halloween candy. Good night.